Welcome back to the Mindcrack server. We are here standing underneath the lens, its wings spread wide. Look at that. All of those aqueducts have been finished. That took me a little while. As with anything, I mean, the more of them I made, the faster I got at it. But it still took a while, and I have barely made a dent in the amount of sandstone I have stockpiled. So we're going to have to do something about that. We are officially, the server is on the 12W50A snapshot, I think is which one it is. Is it listed here? 12W50A, right, in the top left. Only adds a few things. When you swivel or you pick another item on a different item on your little toolbar there, it puts a label up, which I find a little bit annoying. But there is an option in the options.txt file in your Minecraft folder to disable that, and I think it's called, I think it's one of the very last ones. It's right under an option that Dinnerbone added for me. He added an option for me to start up Minecraft in whatever resolution you want, and I think it's called width override and height override, something like that. And instead of 0, you have to put in, for instance, I put in 1280 for width override and 720 for height override. So I showed you this little label thing, and now I'm going to turn it off. So I'm going to go restart Minecraft and change that option. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. You can see the label is gone. The options for the override width and override height are, it doesn't work quite right. When I put in 1280 for one and 720 for the other, it gave me a window that was a little bit smaller. I check it each time I change the options by hitting screenshot like that and checking the size of the screenshot. So I ended up having to use 1296 for the width and 758 for the height. For whatever reason, when you put in 758, it actually gives you 720. So 1296, 758 if you want to have your Minecraft always start in 720p. Anyway, let's go up to look at the lens. I'm a little bit stumped at what to do about it now. To be honest, I mean, I could be adding more things like the cactus farm, which I never got around to adding. But these wings, I think the overall shape is good, but I've talked about previously that I think they're too branchy, basically. They're too stringy and small for how bulky everything else is. So they need some editing. They need like a second pass or a second version. The overall progress is good, but I'm not sure what to do next, really. I mean, I've considered a few different things, but I'm not really sure. So I may take a little bit of time off of the lens, or at least on the main construction, for a little while. I wanna speed up the village so I can. Is he talking to me? Oh, McGamer just joined. Yeah, I want to speed up production of the village so I can get that zombie apocalypse thing going. So I may focus on that more for a little while. I also may redo this top part. It's kind of quite unfinished. It's one of the more unfinished areas. Let's pop back down one level. Oh, no, stuck. No. Ah, oh, don't fall. Okay. Yeah, this place has gotten huge. Actually, let's go up. One thing I do want to show is just how wide the whole dump thing is. I think the total radius of the lens is something on the order of 150 blocks now. Something like that. That's the radius, so 300 something blocks wide. It's a little ridiculous. A little bit ridiculous. So this part up here is still unfinished, and there's a bunch of exposed wiring on the top of this wall. That whole thing is undone. It's not finished. I haven't finished it, obviously, because I said that 8 times. But I think I may work on that next. Maybe that'll help me with the rest of it. Let's head over here. I'll show you how, like, not just how wide it is, but it's kind of interesting. If you stand on the very edge of the last aqueduct, the center shaft of the lens over there actually gets pretty small, and it sticks out so far you can see the village from the top of the lens. You can see from here the world is only loading up to the edge of this desert, but if we just keep going, it just keeps going. And once we get out here, unless they... No, there it goes. Sun's going down. But yeah, while that's loading, look how far away we are now. We're still on the lens, but we're really far away from it. It's really bizarre. And now you can see there's the garden loading in. And you can even see the little villager platform once everything else loads in. Come on. Yeah, loads in very slow. Another option I just asked Dinnerbone for is a default option to allocate more RAM to Minecraft, because that can help a lot with this kind of stuff. I actually know a way to allocate more RAM to Minecraft. It's just I'd like an official option to do it instead of doing all these workarounds all the time. Yeah, but you can see the village now from there. So let's return. Let's see, what else did they add in the snapshot? They added a new enchant called Thorns. Well, didn't get a smashing into the ground sound. They added a new enchant called Thorns, which I assume is some sort of damage shield that damages attackers when they damage you. That's what it traditionally means in role-playing games. They also added the ability to add enchantments to books, which may or may not... Was there a snapshot before this one? I'm not sure. Here, let's come back up here for a second. I just want to check something. I just want to check something. I want to check something that may or may not be in the game. And we're going to have to come back up here for the anvil anyway to do that. Okay, so my enchanting stand is, or table, whatever, is right over here. And you can see with a book, stick it in there. You can dump your levels into it now. Enchanted book, protection 1. And looks like I need to update my texture pack because that is invisible. Looks like there's a new texture for that I don't have, I haven't added yet. So I'll do that soon. That's probably the only thing they've added. I think that's the only thing they've, like new item they've added. Also, if you put items, that's not a good example. If you put entities on the ground like that, they're now three-dimensional. They have actual thickness instead of just being paper thin. All right, I want to check something, and then we're going to go do something else. I want to go check something. Anvil. They said they removed something from the game. I just want to check. I need to update this screen too. You see this texture here? At some point they changed it to make it like smaller. These squares don't quite line up. And people have been asking me for an updated link to the texture pack. I will try to... I'll fix all this up after I finish this video and try to have that in the description for this video. Enchanted book, protection 1. Maybe, hopefully that's because it's the wrong type of enchant, but in I think the previous snapshot, you could enchant anything, even a sign. I could have made a battle sign, but they removed it from the game. Those maniacs. And the pistons are still laggy, apparently. All right, so let's see. I still want beacons for the lens. It's mostly going to be a visual thing at this point, I think, because beacons, with how big the lens is, beacons only go 40 blocks in any direction from the beacon, the effect. So they won't be totally useful in a house this big. Where are they? Here. I've got 9 of these wither skeleton skulls to summon the wither. I need 3 more, so I think let's head over to the Nether wither skeleton farming place, and let's kill us some wither skeletons for a little while. Here we go, back in the lava-covered nether. Gonna kill some wither skellies. I don't anticipate ever coming back here and taking the time to finish this lava project, unfortunately. It's a cool idea, but I have so many other things going on to make. After I get these 3 more wither skulls, I don't anticipate worrying about the wither boss again for a while. So, if for the like 2 or 3 people who are really holding out for me to finish that, sorry, probably not gonna happen. But I assume most people don't really care or aren't that disappointed. I got a brand new Sharpener's Iv looting sword 4 in 3, and I meant to bring a bunch of books so when I get some experience levels, I can use the enchanting station over there in the safe house to drop my levels into books. There may be some spare books in one of those boxes anyway, so I may end up getting to do that. But yeah, so I'm going to spend a little bit of time killing some wither skellies, and then we'll see after that what we feel like doing, what kind of trouble we want to get into. Oh! Here's some... Alright, mission success! We have 3 more wither skeleton skulls, killed them all with my looting 3 sword. And to be honest, a lot of people were reporting anecdotal evidence of looting 3 swords getting you wither skeleton skulls faster. Look at that load in. Pow! Still loading. Death Star wings there. People said that the looting 3 sword, they thought that they were getting the skulls faster. I don't think so. At least not in comparison to the looting 2 sword I was using before. And there is a pretty significant difference between looting 2 and looting 3. Oh look, I have more than one of these. Check that out. So I think what I'm going to do now, so I got all the way to level 27. I have another book that I would like to enchant. Let's breed some cows. Let's murderize some cows. If we use that up, we'll continue using this. And then I want to use any meat that drops from these guys. Oh, listen to them all. They do not sound like cows when they bump together like that. There's a lot of lighting error, or not lighting, sound errors in the game right now. Particularly when you get close to a lot of lava, the game just lags right the hell out. Damn near breaks the game. So let's breed up all these guys, then murder a decent amount of them. And then we're going to go breed some doggies. Somebody came over the other day and decided to push a dog out of the door. Which is fine, whatever. I may have a present for you at some point once you settle down. We'll see. I don't know. I'm talking about Paul Soares Jr., who has just joined the server. Welcome to the server, buddy. He came by and looked at my place and fell down my mine shaft, not knowing there wasn't water in the bottom, and murderized himself. So that's what you get. That's what you get. Okay, that looks like we're about done with those. Wait for the... Looks like all the hearts are done. Alright, how about the cow? Oh, cooked meat. Well, cooked meat's fine. You can still breed dogs with cooked meat. Does not matter. So let's just murderize a bunch of these guys. Get a bunch of meat. You know what I don't have? I do not have a chicken farm. Nor do I have... Oh, that was a baby. Didn't mean that. Gonna have some veal. I don't have a chicken farm or a mushroom farm. So those are 2 more animals I'm lacking. If I make a chicken farm, it'll be like this. It'll be up above ground. Fairly large. Not this big, because chickens don't need that much space. Screw them. Damn dinosaurs. That's what you get. Yeah, and then a mushroom farm, if I ever get a hold of some mushrooms, which is a little bit more plausible now that you can put animals through portals. Although I think people have tried to transport animals through portals and then out a different one and had trouble with that. That may or may not be fixed in the most recent snapshot. I don't know. But that's something I might end up doing at some point. How much we got? Stack and a half-ish. Let's keep going. Let's keep murderizing. Murderizing. Here. Here. Herp, herp. Herp, 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 herp. Herp. Okay, how's that looking? About 2 stacks. That's more than we can breed with the number of dogs that I have. Anyway, and I like to leave... You know what? Let's kill some more. Never mind. I changed my mind. Die! Die, cows! Oh, one other thing to talk about. I am getting pretty close to 100,000 subscribers. I'm maybe 3,000 or 4,000 off, something like that. And I had this idea for a 100,000 subscriber video. Now listen to this. This is, sometimes I get ideas in my head that are just, they sound awesome, but then I realized what it's gonna take to do them, and I'm like, oh, maybe that's a bad idea. So my idea was to go back through every video I've ever made, all 650 or 660 of them, whatever number we're up to at this point, and take like my favorite signature moments from each one, and make like one giant montage of everything I've ever done, from 1 subscriber to 100,000. 3 stacks of meat, that's enough. And make one video of like sort of a summary of everything I've done. And then I started looking into actually doing it, and I set up like a Adobe Premiere file for it. We still have this dumb sword. Oh well. Let's see, let's leave the wheat here. Okay. Yeah, I set up an Adobe Premiere file for it. And then I realized I'm going to have to look through 650 or 660 whatever some videos to find all these moments, because most of the videos are so old I don't remember them well enough to just know where to go for the stuff. And my videos are, I would say, on average half an hour long. So do some math right there. 650 videos times, let me close this. 650 videos times half an hour. Go ahead, do that math in your head. Just estimate. That's a lot of time. So I'm not going to be doing that. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, there we go. I was about to say, what are you guys doing? Get some breeding going on. Let's get it on. Actually, you guys can get it on. Not me, because I'm just a human. There we go. We are 1 step closer to our dog explosion. Alright guys, so coming up soon, I'll have a Wither boss fight video where I kill 4 of the guys. And people have already done like multiple Wither boss kills at once. In one video on Mindcrack and in other places on YouTube. So I'm going to have to do something a little different. I'm going to try and think of something. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you later. Stay tuned. Take it easy. Have a good day. All that stuff. Bye-bye. 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 Oh yeah. One last thing. I forgot. The reason I grabbed the book and went to do the breeding is because I wanted to get the extra levels to get up to level 30. And whoa, buddy. Breastplate. I wanted to be able to enchant one of these books. Full level 30 enchant. See if we can get thorns. Sharpness. Okay, that's great. Invisible Book of Enchantiness. See you later. Bye-bye.